Right. Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Horowitz, and I am here to commentate, I think, on Shade 2, between the Battle of the Mats, between Matt Peterson and Matt Sherry. So, we will see what happens. We will also be looking at other games, and as they come up, and depending on what happens there. We are currently in the Old Lang Syne, which is the in-house Chicago Curling Club Bonspiel. And as a member of the Bonspiel, we are also in the first event quarterfinals. So, most Bonspiels are split into 4 events. 3 of those events go first, second, third, and fourth. First means that all of these teams are undefeated. It also means that this game, being the third event, being the third game, might be the final game for some of these teams. And by might, I mean will. So whoever wins will continue, but those who are not will not continue. Let's check how that goes. La 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 la. Oh, that works better. Okay. So that's what we're doing so far. The other games, just so we know what's happening, are between R.J. Zimmer and Colin Ritkers, between Wilson Gottschalk and Spencer Toskowski, and between Leslie Collins and Elliot Zeisler. Those are our games. A couple of things to note as we keep going forward are, number one, game's already starting. Things to note is that things will be happening all the time. And number two, sorry, I'm totally blanking on stuff. Let's wait for the game to start. Oh, I forgot, as we continue our Battle of the Mats, it's actually an all-mat back end on Team Peterson, as Matt Peterson is viced by Matt Lewis. So, a lot of mats in the back end. I will try to be clear as to which mat I'm referring to, because obviously you don't want to mess up and say the wrong mat. That's bad form. So, we're about to get started here. Grace to throw the first rock. She is a sub on the team. Matt Peterson's team only has 3. She's subbing. She's going to end up subbing the lead position. Grace is a solid curler. She curled in college out in New York. What was the school? She curled out of Utica. I want to say she curled out of Cornell. And is a very good lead. Very good at throwing guards. So she's going to take the lead position today. That looks a little heavy, just based on what they're doing. But yeah, it's a little heavy. But that's okay. Still figuring out the ice. One of the hard parts about club curling, of course, is that you don't get, unlike the professional ranks, you don't get sort of a practice throws to figure out the ice for a few minutes where you go. And now we have Leslie Ward to throw. Leslie helping out in the kitchen this weekend. She is a newer curler but has gone with the club at gusto, as you note by the fact that she's already doing an incredible amount of volunteer work. We really appreciate her for that work. She looks like she's going to try and come on top of the red stone and freeze to it. An easy shot here that would really help the team if they can get it, because it really puts you in a strong position with hammer. Looks like she's going to be off the center line in the guard, but in a position that they can still access that red rock in the back. So that's useful. Now we got Grace to throw her second. Looks like she's trying to come down to the top 12 foot. And oh my God. It's an all Matt back end. What the heck? Sorry, Matt Hiller is the vice for Matt Sherry. So we have Matt Hiller, Matt Sherry, Matt Peterson, and Matt Lewis all playing in a clear battle of the mats. Fair enough. So our Matt battle, just talked to Matt Montalbano behind me. And Matt Montalbano said that he won the Battle of the Mats this season as he beat both he had a winning record against both Matt Peterson and Matt Sherry. So this is for the title of second best Matt, but it is an all Matt back end. So that leads us to the second playing on Peterson's team, Sarah Venuti Yates. Sarah's new. She started in January with the Rookie League. Her and her husband are both in, Will Yates. Will is playing on a different team. He wears an Italy jersey on the ice, which is depressing because it's an Italy soccer jersey, and nobody should be forced to be humiliated like that. But she wears Dauphin Ballet jersey, and she looks first rock. She's trying to throw a hit here on the yellow. It's looking all right. Will she get there? Will it curl enough? It just barely does it. Can't quite tell who shot there. It's pretty close. It's certainly one red, and then I don't know whether red or yellow is two. I want to say red. I think red's lying too. But it's pretty close. You can tell. You sort of can't tell from either end. So, something weird happened there. Okay, there we go. And so Sherry to call now. Looks like Cassie to throw. Cassie Stark to throw. I think she's throwing a hit. That looks like a hit. Wait, anyway. And that's coming down the ice. She's trying to throw a hit just on the red that was just played. If she can get a correct bounce, she might be able to get the other red as well. But I think they just want to make sure they get the one. If they get the two, that's a bonus. Nope, just get the one. It's not a terrible result. Peterson to throw a draw here instead of a hit. It's an interesting shot because the hit theoretically could be better, especially because I believe that red is out counting that yellow in the back 12 foot. However, the problem here is that if you throw the hit, you could miss. And obviously that's true on any shot. But in particular here, the miss could end up with the yellow on the red, and that causes all sorts of problems in ways you don't want. Oh, it looks like they're playing the promote. It's going a little narrow. Can they get that promote? Well, they get something. I don't know what's going to happen. And bump. Well, now that red is definitely outcounting that yellow. So it is yellow line 1 and the red 2 and 3. Yep. It's interesting. You have a different angle here in the stream than you do in the warm room here at Chicago Curling Club, where you can get an overhead camera view. Oh, it's over there. Oh, you can see it. Oh, nice. So you can see over there. It's pretty clear. Up there. Yeah. Sorry, I only commentate once a year. I don't remember all the tricks. Anyway, Matt just throwing a guard. Cassie throwing a guard. Looks a little heavy. And that's not a terrible shot. I think it does get out in front of it. However, red is still second shot, and I think yellow's third shot. So there are two options here for Peterson. The first option is to come in, going across the center line to try and take out that yellow shot rock. The other option is a double where you hit that yellow and then hit that other yellow. I think that's just slightly ambitious shot. So he's going to have Matt Lewis throw that shot. I probably should just start referring to them by last names, eh? Anyway, Lewis to throw. He's throwing that crosshouse shot. Matt Lewis is a very good hitter and can really throw some weight. He's from Canada originally and is a very accomplished curler. His dad started teaching him when he was like 11 or something. Does he get past the rock? He does. That's a very nice shot by Lewis. And that is 2 red now. So Sherry in trouble. Going to have to figure this out with Hiller. Again, all these first names are Matt. So you'll hear a lot of last names here. Hiller to throw. Looks like Sherry's not particularly interested in the hit here. Looks like he's trying to throw a draw. Although, I don't know, with that broom, it might be a little close. Let's see how this weight is as he throws it. Oh, that's pretty fast. I guess that is a hit. Control weight. So he's looking for the control weight hit. Going across, past the guard. He's got it. Nice shot, Matt Hiller. And pushes the red back. That does matter in the aggregate. There. So they're both trying to play the same thing. The double was there before. The double's not really there now, but there is a way to come in that's not in off. So Matt Lewis able to get the shot in. God, this game has too many Matts. To throw this, and it's there. Matt Lewis, the other thing about him is he came from Windy City. He was a Windy City curler for a few years there. And he's moved back up to Chicago. All right. Oh, that looks like it's going to crash on the guard. And it does. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And now the Matt Sherry able to throw a guard here. Yellow does have hammer, so getting one will probably be a victory for red and Peterson over Sherry. Anyway, so let's see if we can get this guard in. And it's looking close. No, a little far. Well, it's not terrible. It's going to be second shot there. Yeah, second shot. Slightly undercover. Double's there, though. So Matt Peterson generally plays very aggressive game, particularly a very aggressive hit game. So I would look for the double here. He's going to try and double out both those yellows. Oh, he's not throwing the double. That's a very large broom for throwing a double. So I guess he's trying to draw? That is not the Matt Peterson I know. I guess technically if you throw the double, That yellow that's on the button would go into the back red in the 8-foot, and you might only get one. You might also get none. No, I don't see that. I think you get one. Anyway, surprised with this shot from him. Not necessarily because it's a bad shot. I think the call is fine, but because of who he is as a human being and the way that he generally plays curling. So he's about to throw this shot. Let's see how it goes. It's a draw, like a heavy draw, like a hack weight, and sweep. And there's the sweep call. Oh, it might over curl a touch. I don't know. That's not looking good. That's looking like he tried to be too cute. Doesn't change much. Mostly just puts a yellow there where the red was. The question for Matt Cherry here is, do you play to take out that red in the 8-foot? If you do, you could be lying as much as 6, which would be great for the gamblers here. Although it looks like nobody's gambling on this first end. Yeah, nobody's gambling on this first end. We'll worry about that later. So the question for Matt Cherry here is he's lying 2, but he does have the potential, depending on how he runs the shot and what the next shot is, to get as many as 6. The one thing you would have to do is pick out that red stone in the back 8-foot. It's probably not the shot right now because that could create all sorts of problems later if he screws up. Matt Hiller having problems with his stopwatch, but I think he's just throwing the center guard here, which makes sense. If you get that, then you can probably save your 2, and you still have the shot later for 6. Okay, so that does make it a little better. That's close. That will help out. So now it looks like Peterson is going to be forced into a run back. So what he's going to have to do is going to get that red and move that red up a little bit. And if he moves that red up, he'll hit one of the yellows. And that will do that. So again, the goal of curling here, when we're talking about this, it has to do with strategy. And the key point of strategy is you should always throw the key point of strategy is you should always throw you should always try to score 2 with hammer and give up 1 without, because hammer, you always get the last shot, which is very valuable. So this is like a pure draw. They're not going to throw the run back. That makes sense. Sometimes it just looks like you're not going to have an opportunity to give up less than 2. The worst thing that he could do right now is to give up 6. So he's trying to avoid that. That looks real heavy, though. I don't know if that's going to help much. Yeah, that's real heavy. Does bump that back. And does cut them down. I think yellow is still lying 2. Yeah, yellow is still lying 2. If Matt Cherry can get under that and hit both of those out, that's 5. And that would be a huge thing. Oh, there is gambling going on. Okay, more gambling's going on. Some of the gambling not even involving the curling, as one does. So, Matt Cherry to throw here. Cherry, if he can make this double on those 2 back reds, he will be lying 5. He also has to try and catch up to his wife, Lorna Cherry. Lorna hit one of the shots of the season, never mind the tournament, with a double run back. Gorgeous shot on Friday night. And he gets 4. That's a very nice shot and a very good start for Matt Cherry and the Matt Darby. He is getting 4 yellow to start off. So let's see what the other sheets are doing. Over on sheet 1, not even the biggest sheet, is RJ Zimmer claims 5 against Colin Rickers. And Spencer Tuskowski gets 2 against Wilson Gottschalk. And Elliot Zeisler getting 1 against Liz Collins. So a lot of games not that close. Okay, we'll keep it up with sheet 2 because I'm enjoying the Matt Darby. But we might end up moving to sheet 3 in a minute. I might also abandon this microphone in like 20 minutes. We'll see. But if we want to know about comebacks, Matt Peterson was down 6 in his last game. Managed to get 6 in one end to come back and eventually win the game in a beautiful comeback last night. So even though he's down 4, this game is far from over. I think if anything, his team is feeling, well, not feeling good. You can't feel good after giving up 4, but I feel like they feel like they can figure it out. So Peterson, the throw here. First shot, a little bit off center. I think he's going to try and throw a corner guard. That's generally the thing you do. Particularly when you're down big. What you're trying to do is you're trying to make up that time. I don't know if that's the best option, but it's an option. Next shot. Oh, no, they're coming around. Oh, no, they're coming the other way. That looks heavy for a guard anyway. I think that's going to stick around, though. Oh, no, it's not. A little heavy again from Grace. Having some weight problems early. This sheet seems like it's running kind of fast. And that's something that we're going to have to note as we continue watching the game. Leslie to throw here. Leslie to a Gardner first. She's going to have to try and get behind this guard most likely and put some pressure on Peterson's team. So that'll be tough. Oh, it looks a little light. Looks like she's going to be throwing a center guard if she was trying to come behind. That's not a bad shot, though. It does put Yellow in a dominant position because they're now controlling the center. So Peterson to throw a come-around draw. Because the next shot Yellow's going to throw is going to be that draw. You might as well try and beat them to it. Wow, that is a very far out. That says that the sheet is swinging a lot. The only thing we'll have to look for is what's going on. And Peterson is definitely Grace throwing here. A lot less than her previous ones. We can notice that they're sweeping. I think they're around this guard, though. But they are slightly concerned about it because they're still going. Oh, they got it. And off. That's a beautiful shot. That's a great adjustment by Grace. And look at that, right on the button, 4 foot. So Matt Cherry, you're going to have to throw a promote. That's a beautiful shot there. She's figuring it out, one at a time. So we're there. So that'll help out. Everybody's happy about that. So that leads to Cassie throwing here. Cassie throwing a promote on the yellow. There's not much Sherry can do with these shots, so he has to do something with the guards. He's opted to throw a promote. The other option is to peel, but that's probably a little intense, and if you miss, you can always deal with it. That sounds like food is ready, which is exciting, except that my food is not ready, so it's irrelevant to me. Peterson trying to throw on the other side here, another draw with Sarah. If she can make this shot, it will be a big deal for him because the draw around on the side there means that they'll be able to split the house. If you split the house, that means you get 2 rocks in play. And, oh, that's through. And if you can do that, that really puts you in a good position. That looks very through, very heavy. It looks like it might be a little narrow as well. Couldn't tell that from the throw, but based on what he's throwing, he's already telling his sweepers off to try to avoid something, and yeah. Okay, not as heavy as I thought it was, but definitely narrow. Although that does narrow the port a little bit. It does make it harder for the hit. But Matt Sherry going to call it anyway. Looks like he's calling hack weight, hack to board. So hack weight means that the stone should only travel as far as the hack. The hack is the thing you throw out of. It's a little behind the ice, and the board, of course, being the board in the back of the house, the back of the sheet, the back of the ice. And if you hit the board, that's as far as it should go. It should literally just kiss it, not go much further than that. So those are what the weight calls are. It's going to be a light take here because it's not a large port, and you want it to curl a little bit. So Cassie Stark throwing a hack to board shot. Looks a little heavy, looks a little wide. They're sweeping though. Looks like they might be trying for the promote on the outside of that yellow. I don't know if they're going to get it. Yes they will. That's a nice shot. Good. Good. Good improv. Now, looks like they're going to throw a come around draw again. I don't know if this shot is as good as the last one, even though you're throwing the same thing for Sarah. The problem with this shot, if you come around here, is the next shot, if I'm yellow, is I'm putting a guard up over that yellow that's shot rock. And this should not get you shot, even if the weight's good and all that jazz. You're not going to be shot, which means that they can then set up shop, and that's all bad. Okay, and anyway, you've knocked them in for 2. But that's not necessarily a problem with the shot, although it didn't work out. It's more about why are you giving them the opportunity to have to throw this guard in the first place. Part of this might be that Matt might not trust Sarah to make a hit, which is fair enough. But if that's the case, I would still probably come the other way to try and dry on top of the yellow-red. And that way, if they miss the guard, you might have a better opportunity. Anyway, Matt Hiller throwing here. He's just trying to throw a guard right on top of that shot yellow. If you can do that, you'll have 2 yellow and guarded, and that's going to be a tough thing to come out from. By the way, if we do this, we will end the Matt Derby and assume that Sherry wins. Oh, that's looking heavy. I think it's going to be around the button. Well, it's slightly behind. All right, well, Red has a way out now, although in fairness, he's going to throw the hit because that's how Matt Peterson works. Also Matt Lewis, to be fair. So the Derby continues, and he's going to have to throw that. Whoever has the yellow 3 is feeling pretty good about themselves until this hit. So that's the thing that they need to worry about. So let's see how this goes. Looking all right, although it looks like it might be a little wide. Let's see if it comes back. It's not coming back, but it is going to hit that on the outside. They might get the double. They will not. But they did get one out. It's not the worst thing in the world. And Matt Hiller gets a second chance at being able to throw this guard. This guard's going to be very important because, again, the key thing that Sherry's trying to do here is just shut down the scoring area. Right now, they're in a really good position. If they can shut that down, then Peterson has to start throwing what we colloquially in the business call dumb stuff. And by dumb stuff, I mean stuff that you don't generally want to throw in an end. You don't. These are shots that are low percentage, less likely to hit. But I mean, they're there theoretically. But you'd rather not have to throw them in the first place. And the fact that you're throwing them already indicates that something's gone wrong. Oh, that might be over curling though. Sherry trying to call to get the little chip to chip back, and it's not going to do very much. So that shot's there all day. Peterson just throwing the draw here. I think that's the right call, because throwing a hit, it's going to be backlined, and then they get a hit, and it doesn't do much. So I like this call. And you have the backing too. If you're a little heavy, you can always draw down on the back one. So that's always a nice topic. So Lewis to throw. Lewis throwing his first draw of the game. See how this goes. Anyway, it looks a little heavy. Unsurprising. When you throw a lot of hits, one of the things that happens sometimes is you tend to be a little heavy. Oh, sweep. But It does actually help Red's cause. That does cut them down. So now it looks like Red is out-counting Yellow, which is super useful there. I mean, not super useful, but somewhat useful. And that could be nice. So... So, that's the next step. So let's see. If I'm Sherry, I'd still be throwing a guard here. Which, because of the room placement, he might be. You're still lying 1. You don't have hammer, and you're up 4. So you might as well, even if you take 1 here, that's not such a terrible result. Then you're up 5. And... as most mathematicians will note, 5 is greater than 4, which is always nice. So, something to note for the future. So let's see what happens here with the second one. Sherry to throw. And he's just trying to throw a guard. Weight's looking close, especially based on the sweeping. Go, hard, hard, hard. No, it's a little heavy. Does cut down the angle a little bit. Shot's still there for Peterson, though, if he wants it. I might be tempted here to play like a hack weight hit. Yeah, you're behind the tee line, which means they can always come up on it. But if you make this shot, you're lying 2, which is a really huge thing, particularly in a game where you're down 4. And get 2, steal, get 2, give up 1, get 2, give up 1, and you're basically tied, right? Because if you get 2, it's 4-2, 5-2, take 2, 5-4, 6-4. You would be back at by the 5th or 6th end. And that assumes you don't steal yourself, which is always a possibility. Particularly in Auld Lang Syne, where things get weird real quick. So, Matt Peterson to throw. Peterson, one of our esteemed curling rats. A curling rat is somebody who is always at the club, always willing to sub, always here. He also is in charge of the streaming equipment, so he's the reason I'm here right now, able to stream. So thank you, Matt. And what? Oh. And let's see how he does. Oh no, that's looking wide. Not good for him. Lewis trying to change it. Oh, better than I thought. All right, shot rock to Red. As we welcome Gary Harmon into the booth. Hello, Gary.
Good afternoon, curling fans. I'm here with Jonathan watching Sherry versus Peterson.
Yep. And welcome, Gary, to the Matt Derby. All 4 backenders are all named Matt.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Sherry to throw to try and cut down them. Either you throw a guard here, which wouldn't actually be terrible. If you give up 1 here, it's not so bad. Or to just get on top of it, because again, it's back.
He should get on top of it. All he needs to do is guarantee the only 1 for Peterson.
Yeah. If you get on top, it's not a bad shot. I'm just not sure what the call is. If they can get it. No, looks like it's going to be a guard.
That is pretty good, but I think Matt Peterson should be able to get around that one.
He might, although it doesn't look like he's thinking about it. He does look like he's thinking about it. So Matt Lewis looking at going the other side. That might be better. The problem is you don't have backing on that side. I don't know, which side are you thinking, Gary?
You know that the slide they just come down, I always follow the rock down, but that's not the Peterson call.
Yeah, that's not the call. They're going the other way. More room on that side. However, you don't have the backing. And most of the game has been down the left side here, if we're looking at the up-down cigar house on the upside as compared to the downside. So, not sure if they know the line. But we'll see. So Peterson with an important shot. 2 versus 1 is a very big difference in this game. They're trying to come back.
It looks pretty hot.
Oh no. I think that's gonna miss.
That span out.
And nothing doing. So 1 red. So good result for Sherry. So, important note here as we keep going to Curling Club. There is a gambling game going on. The gambling goes, everybody throws in $1 and gets an Uno card, either a red or a yellow, 1 through 4. If you get the whatever number they score, if you have that corresponding Uno card, whether it's a red or yellow, you will get that number. So if red scores 1 and you have the red 1, you get that number. So, just an important note if you hear anything in the background. Let's take a look around the sheets. Over on sheet 1, looks like Ritgers was able to claw back something from RJ. Over on sheet 3, Wilson tying it up against Spencer Tuskowski. And over on sheet 4, Liz getting 2 to take the lead over Elliot Zeisler as we move back to sheet 2. And the Matt Darby. Grace throwing the lead rocks here. That's looking deep. Right? Yeah. Is that through? No, I think it's sticking around. Back 12. Back 8. Not the ideal guard. Sherry trying to come down to it. Leslie Ward to throw. Leslie gave up her work in the kitchen to do this. Probably the right call. She should curl.
Looks pretty strong.
That might be a hit.
Could be a hit. I'm not sure that's what he called. But
He did not. He called a draw. But this could turn out okay as a hit. Yeah, they got it. This ice is running pretty slow. It's running much slower than I thought it was.
Yep, we both got the speed of that one wrong.
So
draw down on the pile.
No, I think I thought he was calling a center like top 12 center. But this game, yeah. But it's important to note the speeds as you get through. I did not bring my stopwatch out to commentate because I'm lazy. And
I did not bring mine.
Yeah, you're right. It was down to the pile. I think that's heavy.
It's got backing.
It's got backing. Shot rock belongs to red. Can do the same thing. You know, something that's interesting here. If they keep doing this, it actually probably benefits yellow again, because in the end, this becomes a pretty easy way for them to take 1, which isn't so terrible in a game that you're up 4-1. It's hard. I'm not used to big leads.
And we hope he doesn't have one in the next game.
Gary and I will be playing against each other in the next game.
We also are hoping for no 20-foot runbacks, which we heard was the favorite of Team Sherry. Was it only one, or was there 2 or 3 of those?
No, there's only one. There's only one. But that was a heck of a shot by Lorna.
I can't see who this player is.
This is Sarah Yates, and she's throwing second for Peterson. She's brand new, just started in January, and looking.
Also, he chose her to go second and Grace as a consistent lead.
Yeah,
nice choice.
I think Peterson throws Peterson chooses the Canadian way of things. A lot of the times, or at least in certain places in Canada, from what I've heard, they generally have the second be the least experienced curler and not the lead.
I think that's a great strategy. I think setting your house up right at the beginning is always a good way of playing.
Yeah, I totally see it as a strategy. So I think that's what he decided. He'd rather have the house set up, and she'll figure it out. So this is
Looks
Cassie
like
Stark.
Cassie's coming down, maybe a little bit heavier this time.
Yeah, I think
Between the two.
something like that. Either that, or she's trying to hit the back red. They're sweeping out of hand. They're sweeping real early. So
It's definitely had more to it.
she's gonna hit something. Can't quite tell what. Huh? Oh, it'll get that. That helps. They needed.
All the reds are now behind the yellows. Good position for Team Yellow.
It's helpful for Sherry. So now Peterson trying to throw a draw right on top of that yellow in the back button, back 4-foot area. If he can make that, or she can make that, sorry, that will mean that they have an opportunity really to steal here, because a nice freeze, it's real hard to dislodge.
There's a lot of stones to go.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna break it up.
Yeah, even if you break it up, you still got the thing. But she missed anyway.
Oh, unfortunate there.
So now just calling a top 8, top 12 shot here. The idea is throw a guard. Because again, here's the thing for Team Cherry. While they're only lying 1 with hammer, they are up 4. And if they can get themselves to only take 1, it's not so bad. But also, even with this shot, if it goes a little heavy, you're fine. If it goes where you want it, you have a shot that can run back any potential red stone that could be problematic. Coming down. It's a little heavy. It's not so bad, though. Still going to be 2 yellow at the end of the shot, which is kind of a plan B. Pushes everything back, and they're lying 2. And hard to hit both of them out. So, advantage Sherry.
I think I'd try and come down on the back yellow of those 2.
Looks like he's throwing a hit.
Yes, as a hit.
Matt Lewis has thrown out of his 5 shots now. It'll be throwing 4 hits. His 1 draw, unsurprisingly, was heavy. You throw a lot of hits and then you have to throw 1 draw. You can screw up your weight real quick, and it's one of those things that is very difficult.
It looks like it's a bit narrow.
Yeah, it does. I think it'll still get around though. No, it's gonna miss.
No.
Oh, not an ideal miss.
Sherry really needs a top house right on the center line.
Yep. You can figure that
And
out.
that's what he's calling.
And that will do it. All right. When do you, if they score 2 here, you think we switch to another game?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we can always come back if
yeah.
Peterson.
And that's what we'll do. Look, on more formal channels, they'll be like, no, we got to show the game. On our channel, we're like, game's functionally over. We're going to move.
It's not over yet. That's a little bit higher than I think Sherry would have liked, but
it is in the way.
It is in the way.
And he's forcing him to play this double, which is
probably the one I would have wanted to go for, which is, as I said,
yeah. But that's not
aim
it.
for the one at the bottom, and if you clip the one on the top, that's fine too.
No, they're just throwing a draw here.
Oh yeah, all right.
Which is also fine. But the fact that you forced the draw already is a victory. right. Moves the throw. Throw an out turn draw. Plan is to get around the yellow guard, and then sit on top of the button. On the button. Oh, can they get around that guard?
He's around the guard.
Oh, he is. Can he get to the button? He
And
does.
he gets to... That's a nice shot.
That's a very nice shot.
Pushes the yellow out.
Interesting. He's throwing the draw again. That looks open.
Well,
from
Matt
here.
just needs to come down on top of it.
Yeah. I guess the other option though there is you could always throw like a backline weight. Oh, okay, he's calling a backline weight to just knock it. Yeah. Because if you get to it and you knock it back, it's totally fine. But yeah, looks like he's calling backline weight, or Sherry calling backline weight for Hiller, and working from there.
Nice clean release.
Oh.
It may be a fraction wide, but it's coming back. It's coming back.
I think he's got it. No, he's got it. Nice shot. So shot rock to yellow. Although, however, Peterson does have several hits here.
Peterson must be able to see at least a half to 2/3 of that stone.
I think you can see almost all of it if you're looking at
All
what
of
it
it,
is.
yes.
Because like if we look over here, you can see there's the yellow stone up at the top.
But you're not going to get rid of it if you hit it.
You could if you hit it right. If you hit it on the inside, you got to hit it real thin though.
Real thin.
And I don't think you save your shooter. I think your shooter also
Nope.
does. However, if you
Looks like he's calling it for board.
yeah. So if he makes that, that's not bad. And here's the shot. Forward weight. Oh, looks narrow. That's not a
Yeah,
good sign.
yeah, it's definitely narrow. It's on
They
the
got
guard.
it. Oh, got the guard. And passed it. So just a little narrow there. Wasn't able to get past the guard. You go for two. So this is actually opens up some interesting possibilities for Sherry. So there are two options here. Because the first one is you can put the guard back up. And that's not terrible. The other option is that red is easily
They're looking at the red,
pushed backable.
which would leave multiple for...
Which would leave
Yellow.
3. That'd be 3 yellow.
Yep.
You can't really get more than 3 yellow, but 3 yellow is
And
definitely
he
in
would
play.
still have... He's got 2 shots.
Yeah. The risk with putting 3 yellow is give Peterson more options in 2 ways. So way number 1 is if you push that back, you have... he can always draw on top of it. And if he draws on top perfectly, that means that you really lose scoring area. The other risk here is if you miss it on the wrong
It
angle.
looks like he's just drawing. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's trying to displace the red.
That's not a bad option.
It's the safe option.
Yeah, it definitely is the safe option. Probably not bad when you're up 3.
Not bad at all.
To take the safe option here. Because scoring 2 here is, of course, fantastic. Then you're at 5. So, you take that all the time. So that's useful. Alright. Sherry to throw. And that looks narrow. Everything's either everything's looking narrow from our angle, either people are narrow,
It
which
is
is
narrow.
possible. It's just a possibility.
Certainly wasn't on the line he called, but
Up. Yeah, I don't like that. That's overswept. So the issue there isn't so much that the shot went further. I thought they could have been up and really guarded that yellow, and now it's open still.
yes.
And if they had kept it up, if they had stopped sweeping, they could have had it 4 feet further up, but it's on top.
Peterson needs to be on the scoring yellow right on its nose, so he stays, and he may be able to steal.
Yeah, I mean, there's the other option. Even if he gets on the
Yeah.
inside of it, it's not so terrible, even if he rolls away. That way, worst case scenario, he gives up 1.
Changes so fast.
It does.
This is much harder than I was expecting from Peterson.
No, he's throwing the hit. And he's got it. I don't know if that's sticking, but he's got the hit. Look at that.
The extra weight took it out, the picture.
So it's 1 red.
1 red with the chance for Sherry to just sit on it. Well, he'll probably...
I would try and play the push back here, because there's very low risk in that, and it is for 2.
You're a hitter, I'm a drawer. I would have drawn down, making sure I get there, making sure I got backing.
You have backing, but the thing is, the risk here is
Hitting it, if you get it on the wrong side and it jams on the yellow behind it.
Yeah, but the risk is,
and
I
yours
think,
goes out.
the risk is low.
Just start to see.
Because even if you tighten the broom a little bit, and if it over curls, you should still be able to get your 1.
And he's caught it on the inside. That was
1
yellow.
I think that's 1 yellow.
It's close.
That's
They're doing the wrong thing and measuring it with their brooms.
Why is it the wrong thing to measure with their brooms?
I don't know.
Fair enough. So, are they? Oh, they made a decision. Okay. So let's do a quick sheet update. Sheet 1 is 7-0 to Zimmer. Looks like he's going to move on to the semis tomorrow. Sheet 2, our game is 5-1. We have a 5-2 for Tuskowski, and over on sheet 4, it is 3-2. We'll keep it on sheet. You want to move it? You think
Yeah,
sheet
let's
3
go
or
to
sheet 4?
sheet 4 because that's the close game.
All right, we're gonna play to sheet 4 for this end. We are in the middle, so we'll move there, and I will be right back.
So we're on sheet 4. We're seeing Collins versus Zeisler. Zeisler's about to throw. The house has got 1 in for red. They're trying to get second red in the house, guarded with the high guard. It was a bit wide. We have Rob Baker for Collins being asked to do a takeout of the shot rock red. And it goes through the house, just missing that top red by about an inch. This time Tim's being asked to guard, so high and on the center line. Shot's looking good. Little wide, the sweeping to bring it back. Nearly there, nearly there. Just left a fraction wide. There's still a nice path for take. The take is down, coming down from Aaron Vice Visser. This one is wide the other way, hits the guard and pushes 2 into the house.
Ooh.
Not quite what they were expecting or hoping for.
No. So that brings yellow. Ooh, good position for red here.
So
are they just throwing a guard? Because that's what I would do. Tim Herman to throw.
he threw a guard last time.
Can you make a center guard this time? So Tim is also a connoisseur of weird sports. Historically, over the summer, he's played Aussie rules football for the Chicago Swans and was in the Aussie rules national championship last October.
That guard is in a very nice position, just above the house, taking away at least 2 draw parts.
That's kind of huge. And here's the thing where you know it's in the right place. Because you notice what the first shot Liz was thinking of is she wanted to peel the guard. And anytime you get your opposing tip to peel the guard, that means that you've thrown the right guard. So Tim doing a very good job there. Liz. So Aaron Visser up. Aaron, a former Windy City player. He moved over to Chicago recently, last year. And has made his mark. Looks like he's going to peel a guard. Maybe not the guard that you would have wanted, but it's something. And that helps for yellow. I assume they're going to want to put that back.
I would ignore it. I would draw behind and put another one in the house.
That's certainly an option. It's not a terrible option, but it just you got to at least think about it. So the only reason to put the guard up is because you're in such a good position anyway. They might have to peel the guard a second time.
And I wouldn't guard that one anyway. I'd guard the...
Well, I mean, it is in the 4-foot. It is shot rock, so you are guarding shot rock. I don't. I mean, I can see where you're coming from because you're saying you put it behind the center guard and put another one in the 4-foot.
Yes, on the other side.
Yep. The question is, can Liz make a double off of those 2 4-foot shots?
It is Liz.
Yeah, that's the thing you gotta pay attention to. If you do it right, there's a shot there.
It's all right. They're not doing the Harmon shot. They are doing the
yeah. Because that's
the Horowitz shot, which is the guard on shot rock, which is definitely a conservative.
Yeah.
Good call.
My general rule as a skip is if you have shot rock, particularly with stop 4 like that, you get your shot and then you guard it for dear life the rest of the end. Because if you steal 1, that's always a good result.
I agree. I just don't think there's enough guards up there, and putting 1 in with these guys, they can come around either side. It's got to be a damn good guard.
It does have to be a damn good guard. Sweep.
Okay,
Okay, don't sweep.
And it
It's not.
Not.
Oh, okay.
No,
It's open. It's there. It's there. I don't think the rule.
And if Liz does it right, she can roll in underneath cover.
I don't think the rule. Well, I guess maybe with hack weight. Now with the broom he's showing, there's not enough.
Well, he's throwing it for hack. I mean, yeah.
That's not hack weight. That's control.
With that much broom?
Yeah.
Because you want to come across the face.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's got to be a light hit because it's edge on edge. Right? Yeah, that's hack weight. Or that's hack weight. That. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe board.
Maybe. But yeah, it's a light hit. It's a light hit weight.
He's calling hack.
I guess it's just moving less on the sheet. We were getting used to sheet 2. It was moving more on sheet 2. But you moved sheets and things change.
Liz is calling for the sweep immediately. She wasn't happy with her release.
Then you get around it.
And it's very, very narrow.
No, they missed. Not by a lot. Not by a lot. But they're not going to push anything in, so it should be okay.
They actually have put a guard up for red.
They put a guard up for red. Actually, that might be biting. I was wrong. I think that is going to be in. What do you think? You think that's biting?
I think that's in. I think that's now four reds in the house.
Yeesh. Not ideal.
Fortunately, Liz has hammer, so she has a chance to redeem herself with the next shot.
It's true. No, that's a stupid shot, Tim. The shot here is to put more junk up. The question is, where do you put the junk?
On the left-hand side, next to your high guard, to stop the draw path.
So you would want to put. Hold on. Let me see if I get this right. Let's see if I can get this. So you would. Is this
about that? Yeah.
Like there?
Yep.
No, that didn't work. Okay. Oh well. Sorry, I'm trying things. If I do that, does that work? No, it doesn't work.
But that's
not working. Anyway, so the idea would be to put a red rock, sort of where the go is in Chicago, somewhere around there. That's what Gary's thinking.
Yes. They're obviously worried about the other side.
There is maybe a hit and roll on the other side, but I would give him that.
That's a difficult shot.
Again, I would give him that. And also, the thing is that right now, considering the fact that everything's looking bad, you probably are okay with giving up 1 for a draw if you can get full 8 foot. I know I would be.
Yes.
So that changes things.
We really are not sure what this call was. They've guarded up.
They have actually guarded that thing, but they have led to a run back if they want that. If it was Lorna, I would be worried about it. But I don't know how
I still think
Liz
this is a draw for Liz. She can come round the open side, get to the 4 foot, and cut them down from 4 to 1.
Yes, that is one possibility. The other possibility is that promote is wide open, and if you don't trust yourself to get around with the draw, if you can get that promote, that is.
Yeah, it is promotable rock.
It is a promotable rock.
And you have to be right on the nose. You can't be off on the side.
Yeah, you got to be on the nose. But if you're on the nose with back 8 weight, that's probably that. A, you could actually score, and B, you almost certainly will cut them down 2 at least.
Yes.
If not 3. She looks like she's going for the promote based on that broom. So heavy draw. Maybe back line.
And she releases the rock. She looks happier this time. No frantic hand messages to the team.
It looks close. Looks close. I think they're going to be okay. I don't know how much. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
They're in the middle of them, and they cut it down to 2.
That could have been a lot worse. Any excitement? No. I think people have given up gambling for dinner. Alright, let's go quick thing around while we look at this. Sheet 1, it is 7-1. RJ very much in front of Colin here. Over on sheet 2, our former feature sheet, we are 6-1. Still working through that fourth end, and looking good for Sherry yet again. And then over on sheet 3,
they just got another 1, I think, on red. So
another 1 for red to pull them up 6-2 for Spencer. Ew. It is crazy when you think about the teams and whatever here. Because one of the things I think about is men's league teams. So like Spencer and Colin curl together on Tuesdays in the fall. On the other one, when we're looking at not skips, Joel and Scott also curl together in the fall.
Okay, I'm not playing men's league. I'm unaware of some of these combinations.
Fair enough. All right, here we go. Dianette, throw. Dianette and Rob, the lead for Liz's team, they're married, right? Married couple?
They're not married.
Oh, they're not married.
They curl together all the time, but
Okay.
they're not married.
Okay.
And I was gonna say most improved, but then Dianette hogs a stone, so I will not say that. But over the season, she has made a remarkable improvement.
That's good to hear. And this is Andrea Stratton. Andrea is, of course, a very important curler at the club because I bought my broom off of her. But also, newer curler and has come in and has done a really great job of being a part of the club and being a part of the culture. She is sometimes struggles on her draw weight though, but it looks like she's been doing all right tonight, and this is definitely going to help because that looks like that's going to be a nice shot. It might be a little deep.
I'm going to leave you for a moment to get some food, and I'll come back in a bit.
Sounds good. Liz throwing it top 8. Dianette trying to do that. Oh, that's a nice slide. That is a much better slide than it used to be. Definitely can feel the improvement there. And oh no, that looks heavy. I think she over-adjusted that hog rock. Trying to bring it back. And there'll be shot rock. But that's there to hit. So you have to assume they're going to throw the hit here. And work from there. Here's the shot. From Mike. He's trying to get the hit here. If he can get a little bit of a roll, he's in business. He's got the hit. Can he get the roll? He's got the roll. That's nice. And looks like Liz just calling the draw here for Rob. So Rob, the other half of this, very good, or also an improved curler. However, still getting some kinks out sometimes, and that's going to be close. I don't know if that draw is going to happen. They really got to get around that guard. Ooh, can they do it? Can they do it? Can they do it? No. Wait. Yeah, no. It's a little late. Actually, the line was all right there. Just a little light. Has to over curl a touch, which was the problem. So Elliot able to get another stone in their house, trying to do that with Mike. Mike, after the nice hit, trying to throw a draw. It can always be tricky to throw a draw after a hit because you spent so much time trying to go up and then you sort of ramp yourself back down. So let's see how that goes. Mike is... No, looks a little light. They're sweeping hard. Tim trying to get it past. Andrea trying to get it past. Like, we're not quite able to get it past the guard, but do go to draw path and leave themselves a promote. So Liz has some options here, trying the same draw with Rob. Rob's gonna have to put a little bit more weight on that. Again, the issue wasn't so much with line, although he might have been a touch narrow. The bigger issue has to do with coming back to get the draw. To make sure that he has the right weight to get there. So. That's what we're doing. And it's around. There we go. That's a much better shot from Rob. You can see already from the weight there, he's able to get it around and right on top of the red. That's a gorgeous shot. Really sets them up. Elliot might have to throw the draw here. To go do some stuff. Oh man. And can they get there? I think they're just trying to throw a guard. Oh no, it's gonna overcurl. No, it doesn't help much. So, hits there for Aaron. If Aaron can make this hit, he is in they're in real business. And you gotta get it outside to get somewhere. But that's something. Shot for Aaron here. Oh my god, we made it to a fifth end. I'm losing the plot. Nope, missed it. Another opportunity for Tim to make this guard. That would be really nice for him. You always gotta love a redemption arc. He has the opportunity for a real redemption arc. So that's cool. Basically, if I click on this. No. Okay. Never mind. Anyway. And a shot going. It's going alright. Yeah, got it inside. Not the worst option there. It's definitely going to help. So now, not a lot for Liz to do. And again, here's the thing about Elliot. They're up and they're not hammered. So stealing one is a fantastic option. The hard part for yellow is how do we give ourselves the ability to open things up. So it looks like she's going to peel a guard. And that is the tough bit here. So Aaron throw again, going to peel some guards. Might try to peel both of those red guards up front. But certainly at least one of them. Because that way you're at least an opportunity. You got a chance to get something better. Oh no, he's really missed that. That's not particularly helpful. If anything, open something up. But again, you're gonna have to. I would put a guard up. Don't give him that option. Not because the double isn't there, not because the double is necessarily there, but because closing it up just is such a better option than keeping it. Okay. So here's the shot. Elliot to throw his first. Elliot looks like he is going to throw that guard because, again, they're just down one here, and that's always, or at least it's not a terrible position to be in. And let's see. Throw here. Looks alright. Shot's gonna be close. At the very least, you gotta say 12 out of 10 on shot quality. Nope, not 12 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Over. Are they over? Yeah. Oh, looks like they're gonna overcurl just a touch. Although it does kind of get in the way. It makes it harder a little bit, but not that much. No longer open and probably took away the double. So, not useless as a shot, but probably Elliot would have liked that a little bit deeper. Alright, Liz at the conundrum here. So either you throw that peel again, or you have to throw on that yellow center guard maybe to hit the red. I'm not 100% sure what I would do here. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know. Wow. Oh, okay. She's trying what looks like a promote of some sort. Looks like she is. So looks like they're looking at two shots here. One option is to throw at that yellow to get something. The other option is to throw a promote. This is taking quite a while. So I'm going to regale you with a story. So, trying to decide on the story. Yeah, let's talk about that. And so in 1648, the Treaty of Westphalia was signed. And the Treaty of Westphalia is generally considered the beginning of modern nation states. And the way that you deal with modern nation states, the thing was that whose sovereignty is whose religion, which is a very interesting thing because the question is, why is sovereignty tied up in the nature of religion itself? And this is a question that nobody's really been able to satisfactorily answer. Meanwhile, there we go. They picked the shot. They're going to go with the promote. No more story. The Liz to throw her shot. If she can make this, they'll yellow really be in business. But it's a tough shot. You really got to get this angle just right. One of the things that I learned this year from during the Scotties was the Women's Canadian Championship. Is one of the things that the Nova Scotian skip says is you just try to make the first part of it. You don't worry about the rest. So can you hit the corner of that yellow? If you do that, everything else will work out. And no, she's gonna miss it. You want to hit it. You want to hit on the other side. However, wait. Nope, nothing. However, it does open it up a little bit, so there's something there. It's not the worst option. But pretty easy for Elliot here to just take his wand and be in there.
Should probably wait till the end of the end.
So here's the shot. Elliot just to throw a center guard, and then Liz is going to be in real trouble if he can hit this. It took her a solid 4 minutes to figure out her shot, within which Gary managed to get food and a beer while she deliberated. And I managed to talk about the Treaty of Westphalia, which is always great to hear on commentary of a curling match. All right. So, I need to throw. Something you're noticing here from Tim. Tim is not where he should supposed to be here. You don't want to be where the path of stone. You want to be where the stone's supposed to be, so you can call the line more effectively. He wasn't quite getting over enough there, although it didn't really matter in the case of the shot. Something to note in general is you always once the thrower throws their stone, when you're the skip, you immediately want to move to where you want the stone to be. And then you can audible from there. Once it's clear the stone is not where they're supposed to be. So, yellow now in a real doozy of a problem. Looks like they've chosen on the double run back hit. It's there. Again, you just gotta make the shot. So like I said right before Liz was about to throw her last one of the things I learned from Scotties this year, and this was from the young Nova Scotian skip, she learned this, she said, from Colleen Jones, the legendary Nova Scotian skip who won like 4 Scotties and a couple of world titles, was when you're throwing shots like this, what you want to do is you don't want to think too much about if I do this, then this, then this, then that, then the other. It's I just want to make the one thing that I can make. So I want to hit this rock on this angle with control. If I do that, that's all I need to worry about. Everything else will work out. It's not on me. And that just makes the shot a lot simpler.
She's hitting quite that heavy.
Maybe not, but
I think she's just trying to push it into the house. Not a double.
Yeah, that's possible. But we're working for that shot.
Yeah, it looks like a board hit weight.
Aaron saying no. So
now they're sweeping.
Actually, if they can just push that red.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks alright. I think they're gonna get it. Almost.
Oh, very close.
That's a good shot, but not quite. Probably need more weight. So it goes. Alright, one red.
So while Jonathan's getting food, we'll have a quick recap of where we are. On sheet 3, red is up 8-2. So easy game there. On sheet 2, we're still in the 5th end. Peterson is still behind Sherry. Sherry has a final shot in this end where he could get one or he could give up one, but he's doing pretty well. And sheet 1 is still a blow away too. Back to sheet 4. As you can see, there was a high card put up by red. Liz is answering by bringing the guard behind to just... It's still not a guard, it's still above the house, but Very nice position. Andrea is being asked to draw behind. The weight looks pretty good. So Andrea has come to the top of the house, just in the 12th third on the draw path. Nice lead rock. Dianette is coming in from the other side. Short rock, yellow again, just touching the 8 foot. Maybe just out of the 8 foot on the right hand side of the house. Elliot's asking for a promote on his top red. Mike Mohan's shot is a little light and a little narrow. Puts more junk up in front of the house. Not a bad outcome. This is asking for the same, draw in from the right side. Rob's shot is away. They're sweeping hard. Looks like it's going to need some work. Just shy of the house. Baker's second. It's promoting the red on the left-hand side of the house, and it's a beautiful promote. Pushes up to just outside of the 4 third on the center line. Nice position. Liz is asking for a drawdown on top of that last shot. Back house weight. Stone certainly has enough speed. It flashed the house. I expect Elliot is going to put another stone in the front, protect the one he has. So Elliot's hoping that it'll be just heavy draw again through the port on the left. Tim Herman releases. Sweepers are happy, lightly sweeping as they come down. Through the port, just sitting in front of their other rock. Nice position. Liz is going to have to move some stones now on this left-hand side, or else she's going to be blocked out of the house for good. Expect some real weight from Erin on this shot. The rock is away. Caught the outside guard, moved 2 red out. Very nice shot from Erin. Red is still shot rock, but it's at the top of the 8 foot, so it's not in a strong position. So Elliot's asking to draw around the mess and bring it straight into the button. The shot's a little short and comes to rest just above the house on the left-hand side. So rather than draw around, Liz is taking the aggressive option, is looking at the right-hand side. She hits her high yellow, she should be able to knock it into her own yellow and push it into the center and maybe push the red out. Rock's coming down fast. Looks nice shot. That leaves yellow as shot rock, but out in the open. Elliot is looking for a control take. If he can come across the rock, he may be able to roll under. And it's away. Oh, he was narrow. This is the yellow, catches a high guard. So Liz really needs to score a couple on this one. It looks like she wants to hit her top yellow to remove the red. It's a pretty aggressive shot. She has to catch it on the outside with enough speed to be able to, when it hits the red, force the red out of the house. And she throws. looks too narrow. It was too narrow. So both skips came off that wall. Both skips underestimated the amount of curl on the ice. So we're back to square one. Elliot's going to try it again. A little bit more broom this time. Maybe he'll put a little bit more weight on his shot. Just needs to get the inside and roll under for cover. He's released his rock. It looks like it's wide. Looks like it's wide. It's coming back, but it's not going to get under cover. It's going to just spinning out a little bit. It's close as to who's second rock. Red is still number one. Liz is taking several looks at this to see how to get there. She has promote on the left, promote on the right, and a draw in. It looks like she's going to promote her top yellow on the right. She's released the rock. It's halfway down the ice. Looks a little wide. And she flashed. So that is a very strong lead for Elliot. We're back. We're switching commentary to sheet 2. Team Peterson has come back strongly against Team Sherry. After the fifth end, the score is now 6 to Sherry and 5 to Peterson. And joining me is Diane. Say hi to everyone, Diane.
Oh, hello, everyone. Just if you weren't watching last night, Peterson was behind last night, and he had this one shot where he had to angle raise a rock into another rock and remove the opponent's rock, and that left him sitting 6. was kind of an amazing move, and it totally turned his game around. So we'll see what he's doing tonight.
Well, we're just starting the first skip rock for Sherry. Peterson is sitting 1. It looks like Sherry is going to try and draw in, maybe promote the top yellow. There's lots of guards up there. This is a difficult shot. He's got through the gap. He's got to his yellow. And
Right.
it's just a fraction ahead. Oh, no. And Sherry is shot rock. That was a beautiful shot. I mean, as you can all see, that port is reasonably small to get exactly the right weight and exactly the right hit. Peterson obviously cannot do the same thing, as Sherry left his rock as a guard. Peterson is looking for angle opportunities. He wants to...
He's revisiting that shot from last night. So that's almost, that red rock is almost the same position. A little less reward this time, but if he makes it.
This is a very long angle raise. And he's asking for very little broom, so... Oh no, it's probably a control raise. And Peterson does his normal stretch before he throws. He's looking straight down at us. And he releases. He's looking happy, looking happy. Sweepers are going strongly. And he's a... What a shot! 2 in a row. As Diane said last night, the angle raise. This
Bigger payoff, but yes, that same shot.
good 10-15 feet of promote dead shot there. Knocks the yellow onto the outside rings of the house. All Sherry can do is draw down on top of that shot rock red to get 1. And it looks like Sherry is narrow. Oh, he's trying his raise again.
Oh, he's not quite on.
Oh. Oh, that's 2 for Peterson.
Takes the lead.
Stole 2, takes the lead. Giving a big task to Matt. He's got all the momentum with him. Back at the start of the 7th end. Grace has just released her first stone. 2-3 guard just off the center line. Good start. Lauren's being asked to come round the guard. Rock looks good. Top house for yellow. Good position. So Grace is now being asked to draw in from the other side. Come in, sit on the button. It's a very clean release. Sweepers seem happy with it. Sweeping now. Maybe a fraction wider than they wanted, but a little short too. Nice guard. Not in the house. More weight on this stone from yellow. Yes. Fell just nicely. So T-weight, but a little bit outside. Peterson's asking for... It's unclear whether he's asking for a take or whether he just wants it to draw at the inside. Yates is released. Looks heavy for a draw. I think it's a light take. It's going to promote yellow. Sherry is going to guard. He's looking for a high house, guarding the two yellow that are sitting on the tee line. Can't hear him. So Cassie's rock was short, high and on the center line. Doesn't really do what they wanted. Gives a chance for Peterson to come down again, probably on top of those two. Doesn't look like he's trying to take them out. Matt seems happy. One of the four Mats seems happy. Nice shot. Red sitting right on the yellow, not quite touching, but certainly can't be removed. Looks like Sherry's asking to come back on top of the pile. Good amount of weight from Cassie. She's round the guard. And looks like she's coming. Oh, I was wrong. No, it's a guard. I need to get my stopwatch. Obviously cannot call the right weight from the release. Matt just wants to hit his red, force the yellow back. They're looking at it, they want to get the broom in the right place, but this is a backline weight throw onto your own red. If he manages this, that gives a good chance for Peterson to steal because he's got two wedged in there, which will be very difficult for Sherry to remove both of them. But there's a lot of rocks to run. Red throws. Needs to come back. Needs to come back. A little wide, doesn't catch his red, knocks the straight take on the yellow. I think that's a mistake on the skip. Too much broom. It looked like Matt 2, or should we call him Matt 4, was right on the broom, right on the weight. Sherry's thinking about this one. He wants to catch the inside of the red and roll in. He's just trying to work out his weight. Looks like just a slightly heavy draw. Oh, he's giving himself a little bit more broom. And Matt Hiller releases. Sweepers think it needs some work to get there. Now they're off. Oh, it's plenty of weight. Too much weight. It's going to hit. Hits the outside red, rolls in front of the inside red. Now we have a red sandwich, which isn't bad, isn't good. Peterson's going to ask for a guard. He's happy with the place. He would be giving one to Sherry, but it's early days. Shot seems quite wide. Sorry, just took away from there for a second. Coming back now, we can see that in the interim, both teams have put up guards. We're looking for a high guard, maybe a draw to the button for Peterson. If he happens to hit the button, it's great. If he happens to be high, that's fine too. I think he's happy to give away one so that he has hammer coming home. And Peterson has released his shot. Looks a bit heavy. Looks a bit heavy. And he went into the back house. That did not help him. So Sherry can come down onto Matt and score 2, which will give him a chance coming home on the 8th. Sherry's cleaning his stone. Nice clean release. Looks like he's right on the broom. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Sweepers are coming full speed. We have 3 sweepers on it now. He left it just a little short. This is not too bad, as we have 1 rock each left for each skip. Matt is looking at a magic run back. If he hits his high red hard into the pile, he could displace the scoring yellow rock. This is a very high difficulty shot.
Well, we've seen him do some crazy stuff before, so we'll see if it happens this time.
And Matt's away. They're straight on it for sweeping. Sweepers think it needs something. He's inside the rock. Still 1 yellow. Difficult for the other Matt to get his second. He needs to promote his yellow. This is another 10-15 foot run back. Difficult shot. the rocks away. It's good weight. Sweepers are off the rock. Maybe it's there, maybe it's there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, little bit too much angle on that run back. One for yellow. All tied up. So Matt Sherry now needs to steal one, or let Matt Peterson have another great comeback win. This is the only game left in town, guys. Lauren releases. Just being asked for a nice guard. She's a bit light. They're working hard and hogs it. The pressure is really hitting these guys now. I've wanted to say Grace under fire for a bit. We have Grace with the first of her last rocks. Clean release, nice push out. And it's going to come to rest in the top of the house. Top of the house. Sorry, just behind the tee. I think they're all having to compensate for the fact that nobody else is on the ice and things have got to be slightly slower now. Second lead rock for yellow. Line looks good. Weight's better this time. A nice 3 guard. Just off that just on that center line. No, it's just off the center line to the right. I think Grace didn't have enough on it this time. They're working hard. It's going to sit right next to the yellow. It's a 3 guard. Just touches it to split the 2 rocks. Sherry's calling for top house draw just underneath cover of the 2 guards. Looks a little wide for Cassie. And it was a little wide. It's now got a corner guard for yellow. Peterson's asking for his second to put up a high top house guard for his scoring rock.
I simply seen the other man on.
This one looks wide too. but it's coming back. That came back very strongly. Good high guard for Peterson. Sherry needs to come round the high guard. He's got backing with the red rock. Yellow was unable to come into the house, still left it high. They must be fighting slower ice. So red is now going to come round the other side. All it needs is top house. Trying to control all the draw paths. Sweepers are off it. They must be happy with the weight. Think they need to get back on.
I think we were taking right first out. Uh-oh.
And top house. Nice shot there from red.
Draw, Sherry. Draw.
Well, the heckling from the back is calling for a draw, but Matt wants to clear the top. I think he wants to have it more open so he can come in and knock the red stones out.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bonnema was gone. So.
As long as it's not a nose hit, this should be a good shot. Matt Hiller has released. It's not quite hard enough. I think they were hoping that it would come down with a little bit more weight. It didn't really clear the guard, but it does leave the top red for Peterson open. And one shot at a time. Peterson is talking about the bump up of his red. All he needs to do is move it a couple of feet, leave a guard in there. Two Matt. Shots changed. This is a hit on the yellow. And hopefully a roll in to leave 3 in the house for red. And the rock has been released. No sweep is being asked. Looks like it's right on. Cut in. Oh, nice shot. Removed the yellow. Promoted his red undercover. Leaving 3 in the house for Peterson.
I mean, you're playing for what? Like, there's no reason to peel. There's no reason to go.
Sherry's trying to clear the other side. Needs a lot more weight this time from Mr. Hiller. And he did release with much more weight. Well, that didn't do what they hoped. We removed one red but pushed one more red in. There's still high guards on both sides.
It might work out in his favor, but I think that's how the button's not right.
Peterson needs to clutter the pot. I think he's worried about the promote on the yellow and may just put some junk up top to stop it. I wouldn't do that. I would just put another one in the house, another one in the top of the house. All he needs to do is stop Sherry from scoring one. And that's the fifth one coming into the house for Peterson. He's got the pin surrounded. This is really putting the pressure on Matt Sherry.
Yeah, but if you rolled another foot, that would make it amazing. Because then there would be nothing.
He's looking. I see an in off the red on the left. I'm not sure that's what Matt Sherry is looking at. Matt Sherry's coming straight down the center. He sees a port between the top red and the top yellow. This will have to be normal weight and it'll have to stay straight.
See if it actually works for him.
And he releases. They're running to keep up with the rock. The sweeping. They're off. Is it there? Is it there? Oh, what a shot! Oh! Lost the shooter. Just a fraction off. Very good try by Matt Sherry. Peterson has 2 shots left. He needs to make sure that Sherry cannot get to the button from either side with his next shot.
I think his only shot is right on the top of the 4 foot.
Oh, Peterson's tying his shoe. The pressure obviously got to him.
Maybe the other one. The other one.
Yeah, Peterson's looking at the leftmost red. I thought I had seen that as a possible in off the yellow on the last shot. Maybe Peterson wants to protect that one. It looks like he is. It looks like he's going to throw either come through the hole himself or just sit in front of that red to stop the angle.
As long as he doesn't screw it up, like, I don't know, knock a guard out of the way or do something else that screws it up. This is one of those don't fuck it up shots.
Oh, Peterson's done a spinner. He tells me many times why he does that. I have no idea what it's doing, but he tells me it's important. He's raised his own, taken away the in-off for Sherry. Leaves very little for Sherry now. Sherry may be able to come in on the right side. Pushed red and no, he's not gonna. He wouldn't end.
Well, what I mean is like
Sherry's gonna come through the port. He wants to hit the scoring red, just slide on the side of it and end up as shot rock. Probably coming with board weight. Diane agrees with me. Board weight shot. Everything's riding on this shot.
And if it happens to go through the hole,
I would tell you the crowd's got quiet, but it hasn't. They're all drinking, gambling. I don't know if they're doing the other thing or not, but
you gotta get one in. At this point, you must have a stop.
Check the tents outside.
and Sherry's released. It's a bit lighter than we thought it was going to be. Bit lighter, but it's come through the hole. It's coming through the hole. Oh! Heartbreak! Heartbreak. And it's a handshake. Another comeback victory from Peterson. And we're signing off.